Hi, good evening. My name is Reggie Dow. I'm a senior at LaSalle. I'm going to be showing you guys what the quad is, where it origins and inserts at, and some exercises you can do. So first, you should consult with your healthcare provider first. If you want to change your routine, anything like that. As I said before, I'm a student. So the hamstring consists into 4 muscle groups, which is the rectus femoris, vastus middleus, and the vastus intermedius. They originate in the ilium, which is the upper part of your pelvis or hip bone. When they come together in a tendon surrounding patella, which is your kneecap, and they insert or attach to the tibia, which is your shin bone. So what I'm going to show you here is a couple workouts that you can do. And also as well, the quad actions are knee extension and hip flexion. So, for the first one that we can do, making sure that you guys can see me here. First thing that we can do, right, is that we're going to do some bodyweight squats. So we're going to make sure that your hands are in front of you, by your side. Doesn't really matter. Right, for balance, you want your feet shoulder width apart, chest nice and tall, engage your core. I'm going to show you from front and from a lateral view. So you really want to set your hips back, as well as bending your knees, getting a nice good quad stretch, as well as firing up those quad muscles. Extend them back up. Really drop down, sitting your hips back, always keeping your back straight. Drop them back up. Sitting your hips back, drop them back up. That's a good quad one. Another one is a split squat. So I just showed you a squat, and that's a split squat. So what that means is you're gonna take one foot forward, which for this one, I'm putting my left foot forward. I'm putting my right leg back. I wanna make sure that my knees are not going over my toes, and that when I drop down, that they come down to 90 degrees, my back leg, my front leg. Chest nice and tall, you wanna stand as tall as possible. You can have your hands going down, up, doesn't matter, whatever's comfortable to you. So you're just gonna go up and down, really firing through your heels, really feeling that quad contract. Same thing from this way. Nice and numb. As you can see, I'm going up and down. I'm not tilting forward. I'm not leaning back. I'm in a straight neutral position, going up and down. Now for our next one that I like to do is, if you have a small stool, we're gonna do some step ups. So what I'm gonna use here is my chair. So this is a little bit higher than a stool would be, but whatever the height is fine. It doesn't matter, whatever you're comfortable with, whatever you have in your house. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place my whole foot up. I'm gonna be jogging through the heel. You always wanna put 7% of your body weight through your heels. Always keep your feet flat on the stool. I'm gonna jog up, really firing up these quad muscles, engaging the core, keep my chest nice and tall. It's gonna look something like this. So you can do those a couple times. It's definitely for your quads firing up, a little bit of the glutes, which is behind your legs, always engaging the core. Another one is a lateral lunge or a side lunge. So you want to make sure that your feet are a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. You want to make sure they're really spread apart, get that good range of motion. Now what you're simply going to do is, whichever side you bend to first, you're going to bend that knee. Always standing up nice and tall, standing straight up. Just bending your knee, keeping it back straight. So as you're bringing your legs back into extension, you're going to use that quad. That's what I told you before. The action is knee extension. So as you're going into knee flexion, extended, back with the quad. From the side view. Breathing is always key. You always want to make sure when you're going down, you breathe out. When you come up, you inhale. Next is reverse lunges. So back into that position. I'm going to show you a reverse lunge. So you're going to stand with both feet together starting out. Now you're going to finish off by putting one leg back, dropping down, coming back up. One leg back, standing up nice and tall, dropping down, coming back up. So that's a little bit different from a split squat. Split squat, we're staying stationary the whole time, going up and down. Reverse lunge, you're taking one leg back, alternating them. So the next one I'm going to show you is a little bit of variation from the body weight squat. Now we're going to do some jumping squats. So it's still the same method. Feet shoulder width apart, chest nice and tall, shoulders relaxed, engage your core, always sending your hips back. But as we drive down, send our hips back, we're going to squeeze through our quads, straight on up. So I'm sorry for that first mistake. Almost perfect. So we sit here and do it to get better. From a lateral view. Sink your hips on back. Fire up. Fire up. So those are good. Another one you can do is box jumps. So if you have a stool again, or a nice small box in your house that can withstand your body weight, you're just gonna simply jump on and then come back off. Something like this. Remember what we said? Feet shoulder width apart, toes pointed out a little bit. For all of these, you want to do about 2 sets for 8 to 10 reps for each exercise I showed you. So feet shoulder width apart, toes pointed out a little bit. Remember, send your hips back like you're sitting down in the chair. Now when you come up, you're gonna fire your quads up, jump on up to the box. Putting both feet on there, then landing nice and softly, controllably. You're gonna look something like this. Show you one more time. There you have it, folks. I gave you some workouts for the quad. Remember, the quad actions are knee extension and hip flexion. You guys have a blessed night. Stay safe and keep working out. Keep grinding.